Oh man, that was super loud, man. My bad, y'all. I got this microphone on too. What's happening, y'all? Welcome in to a late night with your boy Trapvision 3D. So I want to make sure before I'm about to I'm just testing sound. Because sometimes my sound is not coming in the way I want it to. Okay. Are we good? Okay, all right. I can hear myself. I had to make sure. Kevin Cook, what's going on, man? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate you for being here and all that. Tonight, we're going to be talking about some watches and whatnot, man. Microbrand watches. And I want to give my opinion on something. I want to weigh in on something that I talked about this earlier. Wrist check real quick. I have on my Kokomo piece. And y'all keep in mind, man, Kokomo has they got a show coming up on the 27th. Matter of fact, the same week as Wrestling Palooza. WWE will be right here in Indianapolis. Yep. So today's video or this live is sponsored by Jarrell, right? That's right. That's what it is. That's why he was in the thumbnail. Won't ever forget that name. His name will forever be solidified right here. That's family forever. But yeah, I want to talk tonight, man. I want to get some feedback from you guys on some things that I had mentioned to a collector. Matter of fact, it's sort of been like an all-week thing, man, talking about microbrands because on YouTube, they recommend and suggest watches for me or channels for me to watch. And most of the time it is, there's two ladies that are doing reviews. You got the Mad Watch Collector, they always refer me to. Teddy, of course, and a few other people, right? There's a couple of randoms, but there's a talk about microbrands. And I want to just go over this real quick because I don't have the actual microbrand that I started out with. I don't know where that is right now, but I do want to talk about, I finally caught a live, bro. What's up, Heartbreak? Welcome in. DK, Corey, Quad boy. What up, what up, what up? Hio Silver is away. Robert Wood. I was just seeing, I just got a notification for y'all video too, y'all live. Let me see, y'all cut early, or did y'all go on early? Y'all probably went on about 8 o'clock, man. At any rate, I want to talk about microbrands because I gave a watch collector a crash course in microbrands, and they didn't know what the heck it was, like the term. And I was just mentioning, me and Kimo Sabi over there, we were just talking about microbrands, and it's funny how many people don't know the terms, the companies. And I said, dude, there's like, at this point, there has to be close to 550 microbrands out there, because I asked ChatGPT maybe 2 weeks ago how many microbrands there, and it said just under 500. But there were I think there was like several more companies or people that just went live with theirs. I have my Mod GMT on the way. You get it this week. Okay. All right. I just missed it then. I'm going to go back. I always go back and look if I missed it. Or normally I'm walking at this point in time. But I told y'all, I had that little situation with that cat, man, behind me, bro. And I was like, I don't want to have to hurt nobody at night or get hurt at night. You know what I'm saying? So I just started doing my walks in the morning. But anyway, I want to say something about microbrands, and I may be off kilter on this, but I'm going to speak freely on this. But I know that every entity, every author, the channel content creator, whatever you consider some of the greats or not so greats, and anything in between, everybody has a place on social media. Everybody has their niche, whatever you want to call it. everybody doing their thing. And, you know, for the most part, like Russ, Mad Watch Collector, right? He's talking about Casio, he'll talk about Seiko, and more of the affordable. And I think I've seen a couple episodes where he'll talk about, I think he has a tutor or something like that, right? No biggie. But he stays in the lane, right? He does his dial thing, he does his little WWE bezel thing. He has his gimmick. And everybody is pretty much dressed with that, man. But I'm noticing that some people are starting to kind of blend their content, you know what I'm saying? Which ain't nothing wrong with that. But microbrands aren't a lot of microbrands aren't a watch. It's not a watch like, it's not like Rolex, man. It's not like your APs. That is, and I'm seeing some people comparing them. I'm like, yo, for example, y'all know I got examples. I'm at home, so. Fair and Sweat, out of Chicago. Y'all hear that train? Right outside Chicago, right? I think this is a pretty dope micro brand. It's unique. Nice little, this doesn't look like anything else on the market. If it does, if this looks like something else, y'all could tell me in the chat. But I haven't seen a watch that look like this, period. Right? And it's comfortable. I like it. I like the idea. But it's more of what sold me on this watch was Adam. You know, he came to Kokomo. We sat and talked. I didn't even buy the watch at the time. When I looked at it, I said, you know what? Yeah, okay. I was still kind of getting my feet wet with microbrands. And it took me a couple of times looking at this watch. I said, you know what? I'm going to go and get it. Because like for this one, it has that topographical map on it. That's actually like an overview. That's Chicago. And I was looking, I said, wait a minute. I done drove through this before, like my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like either rode with my parents or like when I started driving, I said, dude, so that sold me because this is my hometown watch. And it came on a blue strap and he had a sale on this one. I bought it. I can't remember how much I paid for it. Oh, wait a minute. It was something else too. This isn't even, where are you at? Where the heck are you? I may have taken it in the room. Yeah, I think I took it in the room. He sells glasses too, sunglasses. And his sunglasses are legit if you can get your hands on them. Where's the first watch? My first, crap. I don't know what I did with my first, hold on, what's over here? It might be in the back room. It might be in the back. Yeah, it's in the back. It's in the back. Unfortunately. But yeah, my first microbrand watch, I just showed this the other day. Darn it, is it? Make sure, I want to make sure. Yeah, it's in the back room. But I want to talk about this, like, because I want to get some feedback on this. And I'd much rather actually have this conversation with other people, and maybe we can at one point get people's idea of what they think about microbrands. Because, you know, can you make money off a microbrand? You know, because that was a question that came up, and some cases you can. You know, there's high demand for certain ones, but it just depends on which microbrand it is. But to see somebody that talks about luxury watches a lot, and then they bring it over to microbrands, and then they're comparing it, I'm like, oh, there's no comparison. Outside, I mean, if you want to compare that they both tell time, or they're both made out of stainless steel, it has been hammered over the past few weeks that a story is one of the best things when it comes to watches, because you have the moon watch, the moon landing and things of that nature. I got a video that will come out tomorrow. It's going to be a premiere. I'll try to get it tonight, but it wouldn't, yeah. There's a lot of editing and stuff like that. So I'll drop it. And it's a fun video. It's my depiction of a Marvel collaboration with horology. That it's nothing serious, but it's just something enjoyable. Microbrands are needed and necessary. Brings more competition, designs, and innovation. It does. Thank you, because that was one of the conversations. That was a part of the conversation we had, Hannibal. I believe that even though a micro brand does not have the heritage and history of a Patek or an AP or whatever Rolex, it it pretty much puts some companies on notice. Wait, where's that one? Because this was one that I showed this. I bought this watch last year. Right, this is San Martin, army green, and GMT that has a collar style GMT, which is fine with me. I'm good with that. And now this is compared because this is an homage to the Tudor Black Bay Pro, but it just doesn't have the same colorway. Sam Martin said, "Hey, I'm gonna do this," and I bought this because it's like an army green. I like the contrast of like the orange or whatever or yellow. I like the watch, and plus it was like $130, I think. And what's crazy, this is a crazy thing is that I have posted this watch, and I put the link to this watch, and I think some other people went and bought it. This watch after I showcased it, it went up to $170, and then it went from 170 to 210. Now it could have just been coincidence, but that's what happened on Amazon. I'm not gonna say it was because I posted it, but I'm glad I got it at the price that I got it, because I didn't. I think it's worth the 210. It's a very comfortable watch. Comparable to the only comparison to the Black Bay Pro is the actual aesthetic. Now, of course, this watch is not going to perform like that Black Bay Pro, but doggone it, this is a great looking watch. Great lume. It's comfortable. Matter of fact, it got a couple of levels of micro adjustment. Wow, good evening. Microbrands are making a push as far as quality and materials. They are stepping it up and offering great value per dollar spent. Ooh, oh, do we have? Oh man, somebody just got shot down. You can't be up in this. What's up, swag? You can't be in here with that foolishness. The watch I have on my wrist is a mod GMT NH34, and I'm out this weekend. What's up, Paul? What's going on, bruh? What it do, bro? I appreciate you being there, Vinny. What's going on, Vincent? It was in here. Thanks, DK, for that. We don't need no trolls in here posting dumb stuff. That's crazy. If it's yours, yo, great show last night. I wish I could have been. Man, I was screaming at the screen when y'all was live last night. I was like, oh man, I wish y'all had been dropped the link. I'd have came up there and been talking tall. Oh man, gatekeeping. Yeah, y'all, it was a whole gatekeeping conversation. A whole different channel. It had nothing to do with watches. But although we talked about watches, we talked about the Cadillac Lyric and two Rolexes where somebody don't know what a Rolex is, right? He was like, I don't know what them Rolexes is. I said, oh, you got it like that? You buy Rolexes and you just put them in the house somewhere like, it could be over there in the drawer somewhere. Plans devil advocate. Microbrands can also act as a temporary band-aid, slowly bleeding you of your funds, keeping you in grail debt forever. I don't necessarily agree with that, but it is a thing. Ooh. We need controversy. Thank you for that, sir. Thank you for that. Now, let's conversate. Let's talk about it. Can that be? And I'm going to say this, bro, because I gotta say this. Invicta. This is an Invicta C-mount. This is an older model of a quartz piece, compression style case. You know the thing about, oh, wait a minute. Chronograph running. Oh, that's why the battery was dead. Get out of here. I'm glad I caught that. Sheesh. I just changed the battery last night, so I'm good. So, Invicta. That's a rabbit hole that's super deep. Well, I'm talking about that rabbit hole is super deep, and it has all type of tunnels here and there, and it splits off into another split, and then you hit junctions here. It is crazy, and before you know it, you got 300 to 400 watches. You got some J. Jones level stuff. And you get to the point where, unfortunately, when Invicta went through this little whatever they went through in the past few years, they leave the home shopping network. There were a number of people that some even testified to throwing their watches away because of some political. Now, that was more political. I will say that. We're not going to talk politics, but it was more political because A.L. Lalo was asked a question. He didn't answer it. So they felt they ducked it. They said, I don't ever want to collect Invicta again. So they tossed him out. And I was like, yo, bro, you could have tossed him over here, bro. Like, you could have gave him, we could have did a fundraiser, which that's coming up. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit. But that is a rabbit hole, bro. That's a deep rabbit hole. Hold on. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I like that. That was a deep. Y'all do some great lives though, man. Y'all do. Man, it's getting hard to justify spending big money with the quality we're getting from Micros and AliExpress. And I'm glad you're here, Papa G, because we're gonna talk about you as well. I love my microbrands. They're going beyond value. Hey, I watched the episode where TGV was trying to say the the phrase value proposition. He was like value pride. I think he spent like 2 minutes. He spent like 2 minutes trying to say it. He can say value, cut it, and then say proposition, right? He hates the term, right? And I've heard somebody else say that. And the thing about it too, when you get down to the nitty gritty, what do you like to have in your collection? What are you really aiming for? What style do you have? If there is a theme, there doesn't necessarily have to be a theme to your, or rhyme to your reason or whatever. Rhyme the reason? Is that right? Whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. For example, this wasn't on my radar at all. I bought this Zellos when it came out, race inspired, and I heard they were supposed to be coming back with it. He may come back with it, you know. I thought this was a pretty cool watch, but once the dust settled, right? Once I got over the shiny phase, I was wearing this, and I said, this is a very niche watch to have, right? So I would only wear this watch with, I got a pair of J's in the back that this go with. And I am waiting, like, honestly, I will not wear, I said I'm not going to wear it again until it's get a little colder, right? So I can get my driving gloves, some leather gloves. And that's how I feel this watch, that's what this watch deserves. And I'm also looking at getting a leather jacket to match this, right? Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. You know, I think this is one of those watches, man. And it's not going to fit into a category of being a just outlandishly dope, world-renowned watch. You know, this is one of those watches that, hey, came out and it was cool for the reviews. Everybody did the reviews on it. Everybody's like, hey, new watch. Bruh. And once it's done and over with, you won't hear about it again. I'll keep talking about it if don't nobody else want to. You know, because I'm going to show you a watch that I bought 2 years ago that I like because it got tritium tubes and it was inexpensive, man. This Aragon. Look at that green, bro. Look at that green. And look at the case shape. Panerai-esque cushion. This is the Parma 2. And the first Parma was way bigger than this one. This is a 43 millimeter piece. It's 44, something like that. I think it's like 14.3 millimeters thick. You got that loom on that piece right there on the actual crown. NH35, tritium tubes on the front. It also has this loom too. This watch was like, it was inexpensive, but like I jumped on this Aragon. It's very comfortable, man. Like, yeah. If you're not buying Invicta, these are watches that people go to. You know, the people that said I'll never buy Invicta again, they go to Aragon. So just, man, pinch. So y'all see the comparison of these two, 40 millimeter, 43, 44 millimeter. Cool piece. I like it. I rock it. I mess with it. That's when I said you misplaced your Rolly. Yeah. in bed trying to fall asleep and working 6 hours. Oh, swag, yeah, get you some sleep, bro. I don't. Hey, I saw that Dr. Bob's Nightmare. Yeah, the AutoZilla, and I went online and started looking for it. I can't stand DK, man. I cannot stand him. He is a quiet. He's an assassin, bro. Sniper shots, man, and and the crazy thing, he has not been as vocal in this past year as he once was, as far as like going live and stuff like that. But he'll drop a video every once in a while, and you looking like, There was one company had me looking. I said, I can't stand this dude. I hate his guts. My dude, though. Oh my gosh, bro. Talk to Rolex. To the AD, they said as far as prices, they should be okay for the rest of the year with only 3.5 months. Yeah. He said, don't hate the player, baby. Yeah, here you go. I think it's so dope that you get a chance to start with a brand you believe in, watch them grow, and have a piece, not a like. Yeah, hey, you know the thing about a micro brand? Another thing too, if you are fortunate enough to go to a wind up, or intersect, or something that you can actually talk to the brand owner and see if that watch fits your criteria, or if you really believe in it, buy it. I don't think, in some cases, man, y'all drop the comments if you want, however you want to. I don't think every watch, or some companies don't need to do a number limited edition. You know, especially if you only got one. I don't think you need to do that. I mean, it's cool. I'm not against it. I'm not like, man, you shouldn't do that. But I don't think you have to, because that's a very unique piece. Because what are the chances outside of me? Let me say this: outside of me wearing this right here, right? The chances of me running to somebody that have this watch, which one day I wore, Jake got one. Has one of these, right? I ran into a guy at Moya Jewelers. That, matter of fact, I'm gonna show you because I got it right here. He had one of these on. And it's funny because I got the shirt on. Microphone. Vladimir Von Reese. Right? Did he have a blue one? He had a blue one on. And then I saw another guy that had a Flederman Rudin record, which is their bug eye chronograph. And I'm like, yo, now that's crazy. The fact, because this brand is so like niche, bro. Like, it's right here in Indiana. It has a German background. A lot of people didn't gravitate to this watch. I mean, look how many options you have. There's so, like, I'm telling you, there's over 500 ways to go on microbrands. Now, of course, you're going to see some talked about more than others. You know, I'll say that Sam Martin is a company that you'll hear more of. And this watch is fire, man, for the price that I paid for it. And I know this, and I gotta do this video, man. Hot take. I'm gonna tell you guys in this hot take what I think about not chronographs, but GMTs. It's gonna be unpopular. It's gonna be an unpopular opinion. There's a young lady that does that. She starts her videos off and she says that unpopular opinion, and then she goes into whatever she got to say. I don't want to steal her thunder, or yeah. I think it's dope. Okay, yeah, I read that. Great choice. One, the Invicta reminds me of the Roman Jerome brands. Yeah. He's an enabler masterclass. Yeah, he is. Don't hate the way. This is the way. Hate the watch game. Hey, man, the watch game is dangerous, boy. Wind up is cool. You can get cash discounts for microbrands. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, I'm glad you said that, because the Islander, yes, sir, the Islander. That piece right there, it's upside down. That piece right there, yes, is it's not even an argument because I wouldn't argue with anybody about this watch, but it is one of the best dive watches slash GMT out there, man. The dial is so just, it's crazy, bro. I like this watch so much. It's just so much to this watch, bro. So much. It's robust, it's comfortable, and it's like, it's a big boy. I like it. I love the colorway, the RC Cola type of thing going on, or Americana, if you will. And the level of micro adjust on there, he was like, dude, there's no way you're not going to get a perfect fit on this watch. And it's just, it's it, man. I don't really care about drill lugs. That really don't get me that excited. It's cool. But when you reading down the, like, you got sapphire crystal, you have 120 click unidirectional bezel, screw down crown, 300 meters of water resistancy with the loom that comes from space, right? It burns for like 17 days nonstop, right? And then you have the mill clasp, you have, the compression, impression, whatever type of case back. You know what I'm saying? There's only one machine in the world that can actually press this in and then screw it down and bolt it on, right? And yeah, the only person that can get this thing off is the Incredible Hulk. You go through all those descriptions, man. I'm like, hey, man, is the watch, what the watch look like? How much it costs? I said this the other day during my live, bro. There's a crowd of people out there that don't care about all of the specs, bro. Like, the specs sometimes get in the way. Now, granted, when you start spending some money, like, hey, it's like going to buy a sports car or just a car in general. Tanya got a Lyric, which I heard when those electric cars, they have such a beautiful sound when they drive. It's like, I don't know. It's like this hum, right? It's a nice hum. It's just crazy. It's different and I still like my naturally aspirated. I like dual exhaust. I love to hear, the Chevy, big box Chevy riding down or whatever. So, but yeah, electric cars they dope. All right, Swag, get you some rest, bro. Be blessed, man. Hope your family's doing great. I know a guy that sold all his GMT Master 2s, 10 of them. He only, where'd it go? He only wears Sam Martin now. He raised about the Sam Martin finishing. Bro, man, look, I'm going to tell you this. I'm not comparing. I mean, I guess you do compare because, like, I've never owned a watch like Patek or like Vacheron. I've never owned that. But I had I bought a Rolex before, like, what was it, 07? I'm going to say this. I was young and stupid. I shouldn't have bought it because I didn't appreciate it, right? Stole it out the car anyway. I got my Breitling. And what else did I have? Man? I had what the heck was that darn watch? It was a watch I couldn't even pronounce. But I found it at an antique shop, right? And like the guy was like, oh, that's a great watch. And I'm like, oh, okay, it was pure mechanical. And Swiss made. I don't even know what happened to that watch. I was young. I don't know what happened to it. But point I made is where I am right now, directly right now. I have no problem with, buying microbrands. Like DK said, it can be a trap though, because you can buy so many, keeping up with so many, and you can't support everybody. Cause like you'll hear all the stories, man, like Nomadic, and that's going to be in my, spoiler alert, that will be in my Marvel, horology video that comes out tomorrow. Nomadic is that's a dope watch company, man. And I really think, like, they're going to go from being a microbrand to an independent. I mean, they just opened up their second store, and the people in Belfast, like, they mess with them heavy, bro. And I've, like, literally, if I'm sitting and we're talking, and I always do this little test. It's not even a test or anything like that, but if I'm here in Indiana, where predominantly, I would say the most The best luxury watch will be Rolex. You'll see that more than anything. I've said this before. I see more Rolexes on people's wrists right here in Indiana. Not as, I mean, I see every once in a while you may see an Omega, but not as much. I will see Invicta before I see an Omega. As much as Omega's talked about online, I don't see them like in a while. And so we have this place called Fashion Mall. It's off Keystone. You go in there, and sometimes like I'll do videos in there. And the people that's walking past, I'm gonna say 9 times out of 10, you're gonna see a Rolex. And then every once in a while you'll see somebody got a Pro Diver or a Looper on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and or an Invicta Venom. Or they'll have a Dakota, like, so we have Dakota Watch Company here, and I know what those look like. I used to buy those all the time. Dakota Watch Company is pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, what, $50 to get you a decent watch? I don't really like drill lugs. It messes with the look. He even named a donkey on this red San Martin. Wow. Yes, I'm going to Trifecta tomorrow. So they having so I'm going to be there. I'm going to start, I'm going to go live at 10:30 because they have a function at 12 tomorrow. So, I'll be there for an hour and then I'm up out of there. Dental floss remove the spring bars, easy peasy. The more you know. Okay, so where was I going with that one? I want to show this, and this is and I didn't even put this in the thumbnail, but I want to bring this watch up. This Phoebus, right? I remember when this particular watch came out a few years back, this model right here. And I can't remember who did the actual review on this watch, but I said, yo, I fell in love with the hands, man. The handset is crazy, right? You got this big old broadsword, man. Look like something out of The Legend of Zelda. And then you got like that bird, peacock, or whatever that is type of hand. I thought that was strange. And I said, okay, this is a dive watch, but it's called the Apollo. So I said, you got a dive watch / space watch. I said, man, that is a wild, that's wild combination, because on the back you have this spaceman. Look at that. To the moon, Alice. So you got the rocket spaceman on the back. You have a, hold on, wait. 120. Yeah. Ratchet is ratchety. The loom is amazing. It has a sandwich style, like with the loom. If you look at there, man, it's layered. Now, the reviews on this, because you see where the crown is. Yeah. So you got this left hand joint on here. The reviews weren't as great, but this is a solid watch. This thing is really nice. It has an NH38 in it. Inexpensive. At the time when they were selling it, well, how much I paid for this? Like $239. I think the pricing on watches, does it really matter to you? I mean, I think that's a legit question. Does, like, even with the price increase, because I watched the original OC was talking about Patek yesterday, and I left a comment. I said, hey, you know what? It goes about $300, $1,000, $3,000. Guess what's gonna happen? There still has an audience out there. They still got a hunger for this watch, because those people that like Patek, they're gonna buy it. If there's a watch that you like, you're going to buy the watch. I don't care what the tariffs say. Oh, this like, okay, it's not right, it's not fair, whatever the case is, whatever your reason it is, whatever your complaint is before you do it. And there's some of you are going to hold steady. I've talked to some of y'all. I get you. You know what I'm saying? You got enough watches in your collection, you don't have to collect anything else. But tariffs, that's not going to stop you. You know what I'm saying? Even if you look at it, you like, man, I really don't want to spend another $200 or $300 on there. But I want that particular watch, so I'm going to do it. So what does that look like in turn? Maybe you don't eat out. Maybe you say, hey, man, I'm going to go, instead of me spending $300 this week on food for the whole week, I'll go to the grocery store instead of going out to eat because I really want that watch. Or, I don't know, if you can walk to work, I ain't got to put gas in the truck this week. I'm going to walk so I can have the extra money. I guarantee you're going to make it work. You're going to make it work. That's point blank, period. That is point blank. I'll show you a watch that I got so many compliments on the other day. This Jack Mason all whites. This piece right here, boy, that's another unique piece. I'm going to call it a unique piece. Even though they discontinued it in Jack Mason, come on with it. Come back to us. Jack Mason, come back with us. And I know you about to drop another watch, and I'm sure it's a field watch. I'm pretty sure it's a field watch. But, yeah, I want this back. Colorways, Dr. Pepper, root beer. Shoot, you know what? Yeah, what was Starbucks actually created at? Starbucks was, where was that at? Starbucks was created on the West Coast, wasn't it? So maybe you can't get the collaboration with Starbucks, but that would be dope to have a collaboration with Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? Starbucks Texas. And be like, yo, put that on this right here. I think that'd be super dope. Starbucks color. Let's see. Microbrands allowed me to buy 9 watches in a month. Then 1 watch every 2 years. Hey, and if you like them, bro, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I think anything could be a pit. Just had this conversation, like with tutors. If you bought a tutor, do you buy 1 or do you buy 3 over time? Like, do you get a collect? Do you continue to collect tutors? I mean, it's cheaper than buying a Submariner. You know what I'm saying? But if you went used market, I saw tutors as low. Man, I saw a 2018 beautiful tutor. Was $2,200. Box and papers. I know people go crazy for that. I want box and papers. Bro, just give me the watch. Bro, you can put that sucker in a sock and sell it to me. As long as it worked, let me get that. And it look good, it ain't all banged up. I don't need the papers. I just want to put it on my wrist and wear that thing. Like this, man. I'm glad I put this new bracelet on there, man. That bracelet is legit, bro. So silky. That's soft to the touch, boy. Whoo, boy, Jack Mason. Y'all did a phenomenal job on that watch. All right. Okay, no props whatsoever. But I wanna talk to my Invicta collectors real quick. Because guess what's about to happen, Invicta collectors? We have an opportunity to help somebody out. Right? 2 people. We got 2 people. One, I'm going to make an official announcement actually on both people. We're going to start one real early. I know next month is Cancer Awareness Month. But I talked to a collector and he came up with this idea. He wanted to sell some watches, find a good home, right? Got some pieces. I haven't seen the pieces. We'll discuss and go over the details. I'll get more info on this tomorrow. But it got dropped in my box today. I was talking to a great friend of mine, and there's this lady that she's been supporting. She has cancer, right? She got 3 months to live. And I was like, what? Like, yeah. And she's in such a way to where she needs help, right? And her kids, she got kids, right? So I'm like, I gotta help, right? I gotta help. So I know I was successful in selling Invicta pieces in the past with doing the whole auction system. And we're going to do that again. There'll be some other pieces involved, but this is giving all the Invicta collectors an opportunity to get some watches from my collection and some that were sent for another reason, but I still have some watches left over. And yes, I want to take care of this person. I want to take care of this person. Most definitely. Most definitely. So I got a couple micro brands. I got a couple affordable brands. Um, I had a good friend of mine send me some pieces. He said, "Man, bro, I can't wear Invicta no more. They too big on my wrist, bro." So definitely want to do that. And then, of course, where there's two things, and the other one I'll roll that out. But I did want to throw that the one with the lady with cancer. I normally wait until the month of but yeah, this one she ain't got that long, so I want to do something while she's yet alive, and even set up something for her children. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do as much as I possibly can. Trap, I thought sport card collecting was expensive. Then I started watching your vids. The next thing I know, oh man, I just pulled that watch out the other day, bro. Like that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. We was just talking about that thing, boy. Hey, shout out to Nubeo for fixing your boy up with that. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy that like I literally just I pulled it out and threw it on the wrist, man. I do that, man. I really enjoy my watches, man. I was wearing my glycines and stuff like that, man. And I know just as a guilty pleasure for me during COVID when we couldn't go outside, man, bro, I was sitting in the house, man. I would lay all my watch boxes out and just look like, I look over here at the TV, Netflix is on. I'm like, okay, during this movie, I'm gonna wear this watch. And I'm sitting there chilling, just like this. Movie goes off. I said, you know what? I'm about to do the Walking Dead trilogy. I mean, whatever. I'm about to go through the whole Walking Dead all over again. So every episode, I'm changing, switching up watches. And you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, yeah. That's funny that you mentioned that, man. Yeah, bro, I just threw this sucker on yesterday, boy. Yeah. Just to get a feel for it, man. I was dope, man. Like, I was one of the first people to actually get this watch when it came out. And it was last year during that, what was it? Wind Up Chicago. Actually, it was on my birthday, July 12th, man. I was talking to them and they said, hey, yeah, we'll send you a watch out, bro. No problem. Like this Star Trek, we showcasing it. We showing it on Instagram. It's not ready yet, but we'll send it to you. And they send it out to me the week that it went on sale. And I had it at the door and I was like, yo, I'm looking at it like, wow. And this reminded me of like when I was a kid, man, watching this thing. And I remember right after that, MASH came on. I was like, it's time to go to bed. Hated MASH. But that's for another story. What's happening? Welcome in, man. We talking microbrands and watches and whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. Now, here's the other thing, too. And the other stuff I was telling you about, we'll give more details as it unfolds. But I do want to get back to the one thing, and I don't want to sound like I'm being controversial, but it is interesting to see a luxury channel talk about microbrands and in a way that it's an investment, right? Or be careful about using it as an investment. And I don't know, maybe I'm looking at it just from my perspective, and I try to keep an open mind when I'm looking and I'm absorbing the channels. I try to keep an open mind. But the first time I'm like, man, come on, bro. One, it's not an investment piece. For me, I was like, man, I can't speak for nobody else. Trap, you can't do that. Can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I think that was the problem. I'm like, I'm speaking for other people. So for me, as they're talking, right, and I'm absorbing their channel, I'm making a determination as to like, yeah, that's not for me. I'm gonna listen to you. You know what I'm saying? Because like there may be some valid points. I want to make sure I get everything. But dude, I can't imagine if I paid let's say $225 for this watch, right? Somebody wants this watch because This was a popular color. It had sold out and it came back and I jumped. No. It did not come back. I got this off of Amazon. That's what it was. From the website, they was all sold out. Yeah, off their website, they was all sold out. And I bought this from Amazon. You could have still got the brown one. I didn't want the brown. I didn't think the brown one. So if somebody said, yo, Trap, I really want that watch, I'll give you $300 for it. Okay. So I just made $70. Dude, it's not like finding or willing and dealing and getting a Rolex for like $7,000 and you find a buyer that's like, yo, I'll give you $12,000 for that. Like, that's a significant difference. $70 is $70. It's still an increase, but it's nothing to write home about. And if you want to be like, hey, increase is increase, bro. I don't care if I paid $325 and I got $330. You're right. It's an increase, but it's nothing that it's gonna move any mountains. You know what I'm saying? I think Helm is another company that, because shoot, you can hardly get those watches, man. And if you miss your the allocation for that thing, you gotta wait another 3-4 years, bro. Like, yeah. But I seen those, man. If you spend, how much is a Helm? Like $300, $400, you get that, and somebody wanted it, like, and you put it up for sale on eBay for $1,000. It's significant if somebody pay for it. I've made money off of Invicta pieces though, a couple hundred. Now I think what's the most I made? Now this is crazy, and I can say this. It was actually from a pawn shop. I made the most. I paid $77 for a Star Wars piece. They went online. Now they were using Invicta. What website were they using? It wasn't Invicta store. I know it wasn't Invicta stores. They was using something. I think they was doing it off eBay. And the particular watch, he didn't look. I'm just gonna say, there's no way that he looked and matched the model numbers, because I think he thought that the watch I had was the Value 77 4. Man, what is it? 7750. I'm tripping. 7750 version. Now I had a chronograph, and it was it wasn't the Mandalorian. It was Boba Fett. They gave me, was it $425 or $500, somewhere around there. It's like close to $500 for that watch. And I was like, you giving me what? At the pawn shop? Oh yeah, I'm taking that, baby. Oh yeah. I walked out the pawn shop with like $2,000 for all the watches I had, and they were Invicta. I made a good, hey, those are my best come up ever. What happened to NTH? They went out of business. Yeah, and from what I'm hearing, like, they were the first Microbrand. Yeah, and I got to see I don't know. I'm gonna research the date, because who was it? Gosh, man, I'm drawing a blank, because that one company I have it. Bernhard Watches came out in 2005. Yup. $7,000 Rolex at Moyers. You go to Moyers too? I don't have an X dial, bro. I won't, man, bro. Look, and I ain't even gonna lie to none of y'all. If I can get my hands on that X dial engineered one, the Ingenieur homage, yup. Because I'm not gonna buy the IWC engineer. I can't even say it. I'm jacked up. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not even gonna attempt it. The new boy, what is it? 18,000? Like, and that for the stainless steel is like what, between $15,000 and $18,000? Even a great investment. If I went up $20,000, right? I had $20,000 disposable income. You know, that opens up the doors for some pretty nice watches that I don't have in my collection yet. It's like, so off top, I'm thinking Fortis, Formex, Zero West. These are companies that I would love to buy from. Yeah, yeah. I don't really want to like chase every watch company out there. I'd love to learn more about them, but yeah, I don't want to chase every one because, oh, just like DK said earlier, man, you talking about a pit, over with, bro. It's over with. Okay, I'm gonna show one more Microbrand before we close the door on this thing here. I want to. Can we consider? Can we consider Invicta to be a Microbrand now? Is that because Invicta is so weird? I think they changed the names of some of their older pieces, like the Noma series. I think they changed the name on that. I think they did. And it's really what is an Invicta Racing now? I don't know. It's weird, but I think I'm considering him a Microbrand. Now, I know Skylar, is Skylar in here? Nope, he's not in here, so I can show this watch. Skylar always tell me not to show this piece, but this is another Microbrand, the Zanea. And the box that this thing comes in is ridiculous, bro. Like, it's crazy. And I'm going to tell you another watch box that, you know, Invicta used to do back in the day. Actually, Imperius was a brand that Invicta purchased. I don't know the history on that company. I wish I did. I don't know why, man. Like, I think that is valid information, man. I wish I had a book on Imperius because the only thing I found out, and this is just coming from another collector, man, that I talked to like years ago. Imperius was a company that started out by a young man. He wanted he was into the bigger watches, so this was one of his designs. This is the Invicta version. It's called the Jailbreak. But he came up with designs like this, and I have an X-Wing down here, Invicta actually copied. But the X-Wing, these are his original designs. And they said for whatever reason, he went out of business. He was going out of business because his sales weren't there. I guess these were too wild of a design for people. And Invicta said, well, shoot, I'll buy it. And they bought him out. And I don't know how long he was in business before he had to sell off to Invicta. I don't know. Yep, and then of course I have my Kermit Dufresne Travis. Yep. And I got this the same year that Oris dropped their actual Kermit. And I was like, this is the better Kermit. Yes, look at that. Linen dial, man. Ooh. This is delicious watch, man. Like a green apple. Yeah, I do want the X dial, man. I really want one of those. Let me get into the comments room. Biddlesworth is in the building. He got the rolling panda. Oh, that Northern watch. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, I like that. I really like that. You like Yema? I hate that, man, I missed out on the Yema piece, bro. They sold out. And then, of course, they went up on price. But again, I say this before, man. If there's a watch that you want, I guarantee you'll make a wave to get that watch. So, Paul, I'm going to do my best to actually come down to Texas this year. I really miss coming there. I really enjoyed myself the last time I went, man. And man, bro, if you guys have never been to, it's Minutes and Hours, right, is the event. But I think it's called Terry Black's is the barbecue spot. Bro. When you walk in a barbecue spot and they got the rubber gloves on, the little black gloves, bro, and you see the paper, the paper they got, and they got grease all over it, man. And they just wrapping it up, boom, boom, boom. And then you look and you see the baked beans, man, and the green beans and the macaroni. You see that, and you see that cheese pool. I'm like, oh, I'm losing my mind, bro. Are you kidding me right now? Bro, I love barbecue. Love barbecue. God dog it, boy. Whoo. But I'm gonna do my best to come down. I want to fly out there and I want to spend it like 3 days out there, man, if I can. Spend about 3 days, bro. And yeah. Franklin barbecue, that's the one that, man, I never had Franklin. I heard about Franklin barbecue. It's good. Where did I go? Oh wow. I will have to go back and look at my old videos because I went out to Cincinnati, Ohio, and Cincinnati Watch Company had an event at this brewery, and next, was it a microbrewery? I think it was. But at any rate, there's a barbecue spot right next to it. I walked over there, got me something to eat, and they barbecue was slapping. Oh, I was like, ooh, this is, yeah. Arthur Bryant's barbecue and KC, they hitting like that? Hey, man, y'all got to point me in the right direction, brother. Y'all got to point me in the right direction, man, because if I'm coming to somebody's city, I definitely want to have their treats, man. If they got some good barbecue, I'm in that thing, boy. I'm in that thing. Brisket. Hey, that's what I... Ooh, man. Hey, you know what's crazy about human beings, man? You know, like, if it's something that you can remember, that makes you go through a thing, man. Like, I just reminisced on that because I got the brisket and I got the macaroni. I got the baked beans, man. I was like, yo, let me get that. I need the whole fixing, bro. And I was talking to him like this. I was like, I need the whole fixings. Somebody told me about y'all. This was when I went to Blacks. They told me that y'all was the best. So I got to come out here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The street was weird that I went to get to them. And the line, there was two of them. And it was crazy is Dufresne got these, they got the names to his watches, and one of them was a street. Oh my gosh, what street was that? It's one of his watches. There's a street it's right where the Terry Blackson. I don't even know the location, but like I was in Austin. And bro. I said, that's crazy. That's the name of his watch. Is the street name. Joe's at the gas station, Z-Man sandwich. Hey, bro, don't trip because I saw the craziest thing. I saw a nail shop, a cell phone repair, and a chicken spot in a gas station. I said, that's wild. Boy, they put anything in the gas station. Anything. Ribs with mashed potatoes, corn on the cob, and asparagus. Boy. Now you want some barbecue. Hey, bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Oh, my gosh, man. Hey, we should... Hannibal said, screw them watches, man. Let's go eat, bro. What's late night, bro? Ain't nothing late night right now, man. We going over to... The Waffle House is open. Hey, I should pull up on the Waffle House tonight. Nah, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't about to leave out the house. I'm good. King Ribs. Hey, man, you killing me, bro. Hey, bro, King Ribs is a snacker, bro. King Ribs is one of them things like, hey, man, you know what? I just want something. I don't care what it is. Let me just grab something, bro. I said King Ribs, bro. I'm done. What? A barbecue spot open for 24 hours? Just wrap me up, bro. I'm done. What? Baked beans, mac and cheese, and cornbread. Man, it was a spot. What was this spot in Georgia, man? It was a place called This Is It. What was it? What is it? Soul food. Soul food. This is it. But when the last few times I went, trash. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they changed cooks. I don't know if the services got worse, bro. I don't know what it was, but that food was tragic, bro. I was like, this ain't the same food I had like when I came down here last. I said, oh my gosh. Yeah, I just I was highly disappointed. But we got a place here in Indy. If you guys ever come through this thing, it's called His Place. Soul food. They got chicken and waffles, red velvet waffles. I'm talking about slapping. Lambs. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. You pointing up. King Ribs. Hey, bro. Nah, man. King Ribs ain't it. King Ribs is, again, bro, is something that you like, hey, I'm hungry. I do want some ribs, but you know what I mean? You put King Ribs up against like some of them, like them spots in Texas, man, and I know KC got some good ribs. My guy, the guy that's from now up there, man, he talk about the ribs there. But I also heard though, Lil Birdie told me that North Carolina ribs is killing everybody, even Texas boys. I heard this from a guy on the ship, and if that guy, he may be subscribed to the channel because I told him what channel he's not. I mean, I think he said he does buy watches here and there, but he's not like a real big watch guy. But he said North Carolina's ribs will destroy Texas ribs. That's what you said. If you subscribe, you said it. Stand on it. Because you told me that Chicago pizza ain't beating your pizza. And I was like, hey, bro, now you stepping on some toes. I respect you as a man, but right now, bro, I'm pulling out the white glove. Matter of fact, hold up, where is that? I'm pulling out the white glove, bro. So if you watching right now, I challenge you. Yeah, you've been challenged. It's past my bedtime. I gotta bounce. But wanted to. All right, Biddlesworth, have a great evening. Yeah, bro, he's absolutely not. Pulled pork only, yeah. You live where my FedEx route is. Yeah, bro, his place is. Oh, wait a minute, you come by here. Like, that's, bro, like, he said FedEx spot, bro, that's not too far from me, bro. It's like, where am I at? Boom, 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 boom. There in like 7 minutes flat. I need to at least get some churches about that. Oh, man, I'm done, bro. Hey, I remember, was that during COVID, man? That Popeye's chicken sandwich, man? That chicken sandwich craze was crazy. That thing was crazy. It was being sold out like left to right, bro. Left to right. That is wild stuff, man. Bro, if they can put that in a bottle, man, like, and just apply that, because I wonder what if you apply that chicken sandwich to, well, I guess you can apply it to shoes because people go crazy over Jordans, which I think is so wild that the new generation, man, this young generation are so like enamored with buying J's. I'm like, bro, y'all don't even, I mean, you guys are watching highlighted clips or going back and seeing stats and whatever, man. But like for those of us that were in that era, we saw him flying through the air. I've been to a couple games and watched Michael Jordan. I've actually been to his basketball camp. And as a kid, like we met him, he bought the shoes in and whatever, and everybody got shoes. I can't remember. It's probably like a dozen of us there. But we had our motives of having Jordans on our feet was there. Like, hey, you believe you can fly, bro. It's like crazy when that movie Like Mike came out. I was like, yo, we felt like that in real life. I'm pretty sure that's what that movie was inspired off of, how we felt about Jordan. You know what I'm saying? And like, but yeah. And people still going crazy over J's, man. And J's are higher than, man, 215, bro. My J's, I took them over there. I got a couple pair, man. I got some twos. I've been wearing them suckers too, man. Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at them right now. They sitting on the floor over yonder. Twos ain't really popular though, but I don't care. I like twos. Chicken Bojangles. I've been to Bojangles, man, a few times. Where they what's I at? Where was I at? Was it Cleveland? Then I know Cleveland. Is it Cleveland? I think Cleveland got this place called the Melt. Grilled cheese sandwiches that's big as your head, bro. Like these some big, man. They got just one, man. The cheese pull on that thing was ferocious, bro. You get your ham and cheese, grilled cheese sandwich, man. Your sauerkraut grilled cheese sandwich. It was crazy. Yeah, sauerkraut. Don't knock it till you tried it. But it was, oh, man, they had all type of delicacies. You saw a new Walkman the other day. Oh, bro, I want a Walkman. Dave's Hot Chicken. You know what? I haven't had that or Cane's yet. Cassette, but oh man. Well, we going back, ain't we? We going back, and we about to land this plane too. I was sitting here, hold up, what was I looking at? Ah, man, where was it at, man? I done lost it. I got so many papers up here. I dropped my whole medicine thing. Dang, I dropped my medicine. Cane's, no. Dave's, yes. I want to try both of them, Hannibal. I want to try both of them, man. Yeah, Paul. Yeah, man. We got to get up, man. It's been a minute, man. We need to talk. Yeah, we about to land this plane, bro. Oh, see, I never tried Cane's. Yeah, it's just pretty much Cane's, like chicken nuggets and chicken strips, right? I think that's what it is. Yeah, you know what? It's midnight, y'all. That's crazy. All right, I'm going to get off. If you guys are up tomorrow, I will be at Trifecta tomorrow. Trifecta will be out at Kokomo, man. I can't wait. And if y'all missed it, they announced it on Facebook that Nomadic will be here in Indiana, bro. And I actually talked to a member of Nomadic yesterday or today. Was it this morning on Instagram? And I'm going to showcase their watches. We'll talk more about it. You know, I'll ask some questions. If you guys have questions that you want me to ask, man, go ahead and post them. And I'll definitely get those questions out. But yeah, we'll have that. The company 5280. I think the Colorado watch company will be there. I think I have to check. Don't quote me on that one. There's another announcement they're gonna make there. There'll be cars. I'll be walking around. I might get me a drink or something like that. But yeah, I'll definitely bring you guys with me on the 27th, 11 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? And with that, I'm out too. Yes, good night. I'm out. Hey, bro, look, we're done. We're all about to go to bed because I'm tired. Y'all see me? I just got work and everything. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all, man, for rocking with your boy, man. And until the next lightning strike, y'all be blessed. Yes, sir. Your boy's out.